Monstrously large anacondas, mythological creatures that continue to amaze science, and even giant caimans that could dine on a shark. These are 5 prehistoric monsters seen in Brazil. Number 5. Titanobo. Brazil's jungle is known worldwide for hiding some of the wildest and most monstrous creatures of all time. Stories such as those of the passionate and prestigious explorer Percy Fawcett do nothing but contribute to this mystique surrounding the jungle. According to several newspapers and reports, on a trip through Brazil, Percy encountered what is undoubtedly one of the most chilling creatures in this country. An extremely accurate description of the beast has been found in his notes. Percy described it as a colossal serpent, much larger than any on record. The beast was a river runner in the Abuna River, and its body measured approximately 19 meters in length. The natives referred to it as Yakumama, and their traditions reclaim that it could reach up to 24 meters in length. During the journey, Percy was able to spot the creature on several locations. The snake's body was thick, at least 3 meters long, and its skin mixed the green color of the jungle with the brown of the swamps. Some paleontologists and researchers were able to contrast this information, assured that this beast could be a surviving Titanobo that ruled the rivers of the jungle. The Titanobo was the largest snake ever found and lived 68 million years ago. Is it still lurking in the heart of the African jungle? Many seem to have spotted it, although so far it remains an absolute mystery. Number 4. Megatarium. Another of the large creatures that seem to be hiding throughout Brazil is called Megatarium, although the local tribes use another term to refer to them. The Aborigines called it Mapinguari, and in all the stories they point out as a kind of deadly sloth of a chilling size. Generally, these beasts inhabited the earth 8,000 years ago, at the beginning of the Pleistocene, and it's estimated that their extinction occurred a very long time ago. However, since 1787, numerous explorers and natives claim to have had some contact with creatures very similar to the Megatarium. These sloths are usually described as violent, territorial animals with large claws that can tear apart mature oak trees with frightening ease. They usually live in trees and feed on a rich cocktail of animals, although they never disdain human flesh. Number 3. Brontosaurus. Let's move on to another of Percy Fawcett's most incredible finds. Yes, this explorer was active for a long time, and his discoveries were truly abundant. However, one of the most outstanding ones occurred in 1919, when the Daily Mail newspaper received a letter written by Percy in which he recounted in great detail the chase at the hands of a monstrous creature, a real dinosaur in the middle of the 19th century. Percy came across this beast in the jungle of Bolivia, an area considered dangerous and sacred by the local tribes. After several efforts, Percy and his team managed to find a guide to take them to the site. After camping there for a couple of days, they managed to spot the beast. The creature was lurking near the Guaropi River, one of the borders between Bolivia and Brazil. Percy describes it as a giant, long-necked reptile. In the explorer's own words, that beast was the most dinosaur-like creature I had ever seen. This description seems to coincide with the oral accounts of the native tribes in the area, who claim that this enormous beast was about 14 meters long, counting the neck, and had an enormous weight. Fortunately, this beast didn't seem to be interested in attacking people. Its herbivorous nature kept it away from contact with human beings and other animals, although for more than a century there have been countless sightings of this monstrous animal that scientists have identified as a possible Brontosaurus. Number 2. Purosaurus. It's time to talk about another of the great cryptids that have surprised tourists and locals alike. It's a giant caiman that inhabits the swamps and rivers of Brazil, Bolivia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela. As you can imagine, this beast has an extremely wide range of influence. The indigenous people of the Amazon often describe them as monstrous reptiles up to 9 meters in length, which descended from the ancient Purosaurus that inhabited this region during prehistoric times. According to local testimonies, numerous tribes have maintained contact with the Brontosaurus. In fact, there are at least 10 different legends that recorded the existence of this creature, despite the fact that they were recorded in drastically opposite places and vastly different cultures. However, they all agree on the same point. The beast stays away from the human eye, but when it crosses it, it quickly turns violent and can attack anyone it considers a threat. Of course, this powerful animal is extremely feared by all other animals. It's believed that it can defeat almost any creature in the area, and the local tribes are very careful to stay out of its reach. Number 1. Bliptidant. The next creature is one of the creepiest monsters in the region. Its origin can be found in Brazil, where it's known as the minhocao, which means giant earthworm in the local language. It's believed that this cryptid prowls Uruguay, Nicaragua, and Bolivia, although its main sightings have been recorded in Brazil. The minhocao generally hides in subway caves and appears to move at great speed through the depths. A large number of testimonies describe it as a beast up to 150 meters long and 15 meters wide, with a serpentine, worm-like body. However, some of the witnesses seem to be unconvinced that this is the only creature at the site. In fact, the minhocao is often mistaken for the mythical Bliptidant, a colossal beast with black skin and thick scales made of armored bony plates that inhabit the bottom of the rivers and swamps. Some claim that this beast resembles a turtle, although none has ever been as large or as long as it. This beast is often singled out as one of the main culprits in attacks on tourists and small boats. In fact, from the 20th century to the present day, the Bliptidant has increased its activity in the region, and it seems that every day we're closer to catching the image of this monstrous specimen. Of course, the mysteries around Brazil don't stop growing. The realm of the unknown is hiding in the heart of its jungle. Those who dare to explore it quickly regret it, and those who manage to return are never the same again. If you also want to discover what's hidden in this place, you'd better join us in the following videos and see with your own eyes what's hidden in this country. Are you ready? Then it's time to move on.